The European lobster is a large-bodied decapod crustacean, and simply that means that it's got 10 legs, it has a hard shell and a segmented body. It's quite closely related to the crab, which we also catch around here in Northumberland, and happen to be quite tasty. It's quite important that we try and work out where they are, what habitats they're using, so that we can avoid overfishing. Most of what we know comes from the landings of the commercial fishery. Unfortunately, the use of pots makes it quite difficult for scientists to understand where the lobsters are and how many there are. We're trying to understand better how these pots work and how they actually catch the lobsters. We don't know how old lobsters are or how old they can get. Most fish we can base this on their size or by taking samples, but unfortunately we can't do this for European lobster, so we have to guess. We go out on a research vessel and we fish lobster pots in a more scientific manner. We do this in two ways. Firstly, we tag thousands of lobsters throughout the district using these small little tags that have an individual number on each one. By doing this, the fishermen can call us up and tell us where each lobster's been caught, and we can start getting an understanding of how they're moving through the district. Another way that we do this is by using electronic tags. These are small tags that we attach to the arm of the lobster, and this emits a signal every 3 to 5 minutes. We also have hydrophones in the water, like underwater microphones, that can pick up this signal, and then we can find out exactly where the lobster is at all times. By doing this, we can start working out where they're moving between the pots and between the different habitat types. What we found out is that male lobsters move quite a bit further than female lobsters, and this can have implications on management because it makes them easier to catch. What we also found is that during the winter, lobsters will reduce their movement, so they're using much smaller areas of seafloor and become harder to catch during the winter. This has knock-on effects on the fishery. It makes the lobster more expensive during the winter, and it makes them harder to catch for the fishermen. They have a very interesting life cycle. After breeding, the female will carry around the eggs underneath her tail for up to a year. These will then hatch as small animals that will float around for about 2 weeks. After this 2-week period, they'll settle as very small lobsters onto the sea floor, and then they kind of disappear for 2 years. And we really know nothing about where they are during those 2 years. Increased research on the European lobster is really important. The more we know about the animal, then the more sustainably we can manage it. Sustainability is really important, not just so that we have lobsters for years to come, but also so that the fishermen can have livelihoods, and that livelihood can be passed on for generations to come.